Chapter 2. A Surprise Visit. At 7 p.m., the door of the tavern opens. Sergeant Gonzales and the other soldiers are standing near the fire. They are talking about Don Diego Vega and his rich family. They turn around and see a man. He is dressed in black. He has a black mask and a black sombrero. It is Zorro.
"Good evening. My name is Zorro,"
says the masked man. The men in the tavern are very surprised and scared. Sergeant Gonzales looks at him carefully and says,
"What do you want, bandit?"
Zorro laughs loudly. He looks at Sergeant Gonzales and says,
"I am here to punish you, Sergeant."
"What do you mean?"
says the sergeant.
"You beat the poor natives. I am a friend of the natives. I am here to punish you."
"You idiot! The governor wants you dead or alive,"
says Sergeant Gonzales. He pulls out his sword and wants to fight. At that moment, Zorro pulls out a pistol. He watches everyone carefully. Sergeant Gonzales looks at the pistol and says,
"Courageous men don't use pistols. They use swords. Perhaps you are not courageous, Zorro."
"This pistol is necessary because you have many friends in this tavern. Everyone must go near the fire and stay there,"
says Zorro.
"Now I have a pistol in my left hand and a sword in my right hand. I am ready to punish you."
"Fight, senor,"
says the sergeant. They start fighting. Their swords move quickly and make a lot of noise. The two men are good fighters. Zorro is fast and light. Sergeant Gonzales is slow and heavy. Zorro jumps onto a table. Then he jumps onto a chair. The fight continues, and Sergeant Gonzales's sword falls onto the floor. His face is white. He is scared. Zorro slaps his face and says,
"This is your punishment."
Then he makes a Z on the sergeant's shirt with his sword. Zorro runs to the window. He opens it and says,
"Good evening, gentlemen."
He jumps out of the window and disappears.